Hello, it's the 23rd, uh, and this is another Beartrapt vlog. This one is also, we're going to talk about the giveaway slash contest thing that I'm going to do. First off, uh, tomorrow starts the festivities for the Allstar game, which is, it's a big deal because there's a bunch of players that are considered probably, at least by the fans, are considered the popular vote fans, I guess. They're considered the best at their positions for their respective regions. Um, for North America, we have Scara in mid, Dyrus in top, Saint Vicious in the jungle, Double Lift, and X-Special in bot lane. So we have a pretty strong team. You know, Personally, as a jungler, Saint Vicious is probably the most aggressive jungler that we have in North America outside of Medios, and between him and Odd One, it was a close call for me personally. But I would say this, yeah, Saint, to give it to Saint, because Saint works better in that aggressive role, which is going to kind of be necessary on the world stage. Not taking anything away from Odd One. I'm only going to really talk about the North American team, and we're going to touch on the other teams. But really and truly, it's going to be a really interesting, event. In the first round, we got North America versus China, and Europe versus Korea. Now, Southeast Asia, which is the other team in this tournament, has a bye for the first round because Taipei Assassins, which are now Zubu Assassins, Zubu Assassins, they won Season 2 championships. So basically what's going to happen is NA and China face off, and Europe and Korea face off. The winners play each other, obviously. The losers play each other, and then the winner of the losers game, I think, plays plays Southeast Asia. Now, I don't really know if it's going to be the loser bracket that faces the bye team, or it'll be the winners bracket that faces the bye team. I think it might be the winners bracket, actually, but I'm not 100% sure. Either way, it's going to be a pretty interesting tournament. The format for the elimination rounds are best of three, double elimination tournament. Um, we got language barriers to worry about for the European team because they got three members of Gambit Gaming, which all speak to each other in Russian, which is great. But now you have Soaz and I think Froggen? No. Soaz and Froggen, isn't it? No. I'm not sure. But you have two people who don't speak Russian on the team. I'm so getting this wrong. I'm going to get chewed out in the comments, I can tell already. But you have three native Russian speakers who speak Russian, communicate in-game in tournaments in Russian, and you have two people who don't speak Russian on the team. Should make things a little bit more difficult, for communication on that team. Hopefully they've been working on it. Then and we have the Chinese teams and the Southeast Asian teams, which are made up of and the Korean teams are made up of absolute killers. Like every single person on those teams is just he's a murderer in his role. So the caliber of play should be really high. Personally, I think that NA can beat China, despite the fact that people are like, oh, well, China dominated IPL 5 and they have really good synergy despite being on bitter rival teams, being in the same thing. But here's my opinion. A long time ago, there was a team called Chicks Dig Elo at the World Cyber Games when they had League of Legends there. Basically, they set it up like an Olympic format, and Chicks Dig Elo was the North American members of TSM, and it was like Saint, Reggie, Dyrus. Like, they had basically all the Americans in one area, and then CLG had to split apart because they had Canadian members too, and they did really well. Suffice to say, we've had experience playing in this format, so I think that maybe a team that's right up of the people voted for in North America might actually be able to do pretty well. But I know most of you aren't really here to hear me ramble, or you want to talk about the giveaway. So, I don't like to just give things to people for free. I think that sets a bad precedent, and a lot of people think that they just get stuff handed to them, and that's not necessarily the way the world works. So, for this, what we're gonna do is, it's like a dual-sided giveaway. I'm hosting it here on my YouTube channel and on Tumblr. If you have a YouTube account and a Tumblr account, theoretically you can enter twice. What I want is in the comments below, or if you're on Tumblr, what you do is you send me a message to my inbox. The link is on the page, or if you're coming from Tumblr, just come from the source of the post. You send me a message, or you leave a comment on which team out of the 5 teams you think will win the All-Star Championship and get that extra spot in World Championships for their region. Your choices are North America, China, Southeast Asia, and Europe. North America, China, Southeast Asia, Europe. I know I'm forgetting somebody. Oh, and Korea. Yeah, Korea. That place. Right. So basically, you have to choose one of the 5 teams, and leave your comment and send me the message on Tumblr or whatever. And whoever gets it right, I'm giving away 3 Riot Points codes. Riot Points cards. Riot Points cards. So if you want a Riot Points card from me, you just gotta guess who wins the All-Star game, and if more than 3 people get it right, then I'll toss everybody who won into a random number generator, and you will get chosen. The top 3 will get chosen. If nothing else, I would say watch the games or watch the recordings of the games, because they're gonna be really high skill level played games. And something I learned a long time ago is that sometimes watching professional players makes you better, because you start to see, okay, well, he just used Jarvan's flag toss to skip a bunch of wards. I'm going to try that in my next game where I play Jarvan. Or, oh, he built this item to counter this particular thing, so I'm going to try this. It's never bad to watch the people who get paid to play the game. I mean, when in anything else, you play baseball, you watch baseball players. You play hockey, you watch hockey players. You play football, you watch professional football. I mean, it's all a matter of just trying to be better. I think I've taken up enough of your time, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to close out the vlog. Please enter the contest. I have these 3 Riot Points cards to give away, and if I don't give them away, I'm gonna just spend them on myself, and buy myself more useless skins. So, if anything else, have a good All-Star weekend, and I hope to be announcing the winners very soon.